And we're back, folks. This is Trooper Barry here with you with another demo for the Choose Wisely Festival hosted by Studio FWA. Right now we're checking out the demo for Princess of World's End. This is by the folks at Wacol Studios. This is a visual novel about a young girl with dealing with drug addiction who discovers new powers that'll change her life, and if she uses them well, maybe it can save the world. So this game had a successful Kickstarter wrap up in September. The Steam page lists a release date as March 28, 2026, so not too terribly long. So as of right now, well, you play Princess, the titular character. So that right now there's 2 male and 2 female romance options. The devs are working on adding new content as well as 2 non-binary romance options. I believe it's probably going to be in for full release, but they would know far better than I would. But yeah, so the demo's there, but the full release is in the works. And as you can see right there, I guess one of our powers is turning most of us purple. Anyway, yes, I think I saw this during Next Fest as well. So this one, as I said, with the March release date, it's a good way down the track in terms of development. So let me check our settings here real quick. Okay, volume seems fine. All right, well, let's jump in and see what Princess of World's End is all about. And we instantly get an achievement for playing the demo. Hooray! Chapter 1, The Awakening. The rain pours down into the ocean, filling it with itself and becoming part of something so much greater. Raising it to greater heights, it offers a salty taste to the gods in the night sky. Where do we go when we die? The ocean cries out to the sky above. Only time will tell, the sky responds, looking down upon its tiny child throwing a temper tantrum. It's... This is no ordinary day in the Atlantic. Something sinister is abound. The waves rarely behave this way. Sirens blare from the crashing waves and foreboding atmosphere. 'Tis but a sign of things to come. There is no happiness here. All humans must drown. No life, no love. It doesn't make a difference to the ocean. More food for the fish. It loves those who inhabit it. Not appreciating foreign invaders, it remains steadfast in pushing those without the ability to reside away. In the woods, the rain was more peaceful. The pitter-patter of raindrops rest on the leaves and fall toward the ground. Burrowing into the dirt, the rain sleeps until it is called forth to the sky once again. Little did the rain know what it was in the presence of. In this particular forest lies someone very special. This is a tale of a princess in a doomed world. No happy ending awaits her. No happy ending awaits anyone on this rock in the solar system. The princess slept soundly in the forest. The princess knows not what surrounds her. You are the princess, a sleeping beauty waiting to regain cognition. Wake up, dear princess. Enter her name. Oh. Oh, I see. So, ostensibly we're... Well, yeah, the character is normally princess, but we can change it. Princess is fine. Or we could go full Zep Brannigan. Princess! No, we'll just do princess. As you attempt to move, you find that you cannot do so. Numbness has taken over. Your body feels as if it is a statue. The only feeling comes from the top tips of your fingers. Everything lacks such a feeling. You begin to panic. The feeling returns, so cold, so wet.
Where am I? How did I even get into a situation like this?
Oh, it's voiced. Oh, thank Gibbers Crabs. This week is gonna do a number on my voice, so all love and respect to anyone who actually makes a visual novel that is voiced.
Wait, I remember now. It was those guys at the damn rock show last night. They must have laced this shit. I've never taken Numex and had side effects this severe.
Oh, that's okay. That's water on her. Is that like gold tint? No. Well, hang on. You know what? It's water. We're going with water. You move your eyes around looking for your purse, but it is nowhere to be found. This means your cell phone, wallet, and other belongings are gone. The only thing they left behind was an empty bottle of pills. You don't recognize the brand.
As if things couldn't get any fucking worse for me right now. They must have stole my purse when I was unconscious. Guess I'll deal with that situation later. First, I need to stand up and get out of the rain.
You're able to slowly stand up and move under the cover of trees. Everything is in so much pain, your head is pounding. It feels like it's about to explode. Okay, we have our first choice. We can take cover and wait, or we can get moving and find our way home. Do we? I mean, if we can remember the rock show last night, presumably we can remember where our home is. Yeah, the longer we wait, things probably aren't going to get much better. Let's just get moving. You decide to do your best to get home as soon as possible to avoid any further harm. Sitting down in the cold rain could put your life in danger. Numbness. Oh, so our numbness goes down. Now we're 60%, which is manageable. I didn't know we could have meters to keep track of. You navigated the forest while avoiding the rain. It was hard to tell what direction you were headed. Eventually, you stumble upon a side path that looks like it takes you back to the main road.
This looks like the right way. I just have to keep taking it one step at a time.
You're starting to regain more of control of your body as you keep walking. With renewed confidence, you focus all your energy on progressing down the path. The rain finally stops as you approach your destination. After walking for a couple of hours, you begin to see the outskirts of town in the distance. It is very relieving to finally see civilization again.
Only a little further until I can make it home. I can do this.
How are we getting in if our keys were in our purse? You give yourself some motivation to continue along. However, the truth is, you are at your limit. In the back of your mind, you know that you still have at least another 2 or 3 hours of walking until you make it home. As you walk through the countryside, you notice a house that still has its lights on. It looks as if it is a small, older home, one that has seen a lot of history.
I hate to be this person, but I really need help right now.
People who live on this side of town are usually really nice. It's part of the culture out here to help people out when they're in need. Even though Virginia is pretty far north, a lot of people here still hold on to those traditional Southern values. Okay. I think it's a very Japanese-looking setup for Virginia, but you know what? I'll go with it. Especially those who live in rural areas.
Might as well knock and see if they're willing to help me out.
A little time passes, then you hear a resident begin to move. Someone approaches the door from the inside.
Sorry to bother you so late. I was walking back to the city and got caught up in the rain.
To the city? Well, that's a long walk late at night. You're welcome to take a rest inside my house. I will try and help you out the best I can.
Well, that was easy. The woman's house looks just as well lived in as the exterior. Everything seems like it is well loved and well used. She looks you up and down with a concerned look on her face. That is a concerned look.
My goodness, what is a pretty thing like you doing walking in the rain on a Sunday night?
It's a long story I would rather not talk about right now if I'm being honest.
Sorry, I didn't mean to be pushy. I was just curious is all. My name is Samantha. I will go get you some towels and blankets. If you need anything else, please let me know.
Thank you very much. Nice to meet you. You can call me Princess. Let's just say it's a nickname that was earned, not given. I'm not really a big fan of my birth name anyway, so it was bound to stick.
Well, that sounds interesting, Miss Princess. Tell me more when I come back, okay?
Samantha is heading toward another room in the house. She moves slow, not because of her physical health, merely just to show she trusts you. It seems like she'll be gone for a while, judging by how far away she walked and how slowly she moved. Rifle through her medicine cabinet. That seems awfully forward for just being let into someone's house. Just stand here and try to stay calm. Good grief. You know, we're trying to give her reasons to trust us.
I can't lie to myself. I'm fiending, but I also have to control it.
Oh, right. Yeah, we are dealing with the effects of addiction. Your addiction rips into you for neglecting it. You do not give in this time, but this is one battle in a long war. Eventually you'll be outnumbered. Only through incredible odds and dedication could they be overcome. Unrealistic goals lead to unrealistic outcomes. You must fight through unrealism. Samantha walks back inside the living room. Looks like she forgot something. You take this opportunity. You take this opportunity to speak your mind.
You wouldn't happen to have any painkillers, would you?
I'm sorry, honey. I stopped using that stuff a long time ago. There's something I have that will help you out much more than a pill.
Oh, is it Jesus? I hope it's not Jesus.
Samantha? Where are you?
I mean, she was right in front of us a second ago. After waiting a while, you start to get worried she may have dozed off or something. After you call her name, you hear her begin to approach. You hear her footsteps approaching. Seems like she heard you and is coming back.
Looks like you're awake now. Here, these will help you dry off.
Were we not awake? Samantha hands you an immense amount of blankets and towels. She must have collected many over the years. She seems to have a hard time letting things go. Hey, what if she needs them later? Like right now?
Sorry to keep you waiting. I was busy fetching some medicine to help you out.
Don't worry about it. I'm just glad you're still awake.
It looks like the pills have taken a toll on you, honey.
Wait, how did you know I was on pills?
Well, let's just call it intuition from someone with a similar experience in their past.
I'm assuming we didn't bring the pill bottle with us.
You came to the right person. I can help someone like you. But first, I want you to hear my story.
Yes, of course.
All right, we're 15 minutes in, we're getting a lore dump. Let's go. Samantha begins the story talking about her upbringing. She was born and raised in South Kakalaki, in a small beach town. Things were simple, and she was happy. After graduating high school, she married her high school sweetheart. Aww. Life was going smoothly so far, and nothing could get in her way. Things weren't always simple, though. Complications began to arise. Around 10 years ago, Samantha's husband was injured at his job working construction. Oh, he's got to deal with American health care, too. He went to a pain clinic and they prescribed him medicine for it. Little did he know the immense consequences this little prescription would have. Oh, he got the oxycodone. His tolerance grew higher and higher, and so did the quantity of his prescription. Five years after his first pill, Samantha's husband would overdose and die. Samantha's picked up on the habit as well, but swore to stop once her husband passed away. Doctors turned their back on Samantha once she stopped taking the pills. She was no longer a profitable customer. Okay. I might look a little askance at that, but okay, go on, game. Even though Samantha had stopped taking the pills, her addiction persisted. Deep down, she knew she would relapse eventually. The pain in her heart couldn't be filled with anything but pills. Not that she had any other option. Instead of relapsing, Samantha took matters into her own hands. She was able to find a way to create medicine to help her addiction symptoms. Oh, DIY. Okay, go Samantha. Although she was very vague on the details, she promised that she will tell you more when she can trust you. Hey, I held back from going through your drug cabinet. That's got to count for something. Finding this information has also led her to move to Virginia. Apparently, this is one of the very few areas in the United States that all the needed ingredients can grow.
I'm so sorry. You've been through so much. Losing someone to addiction isn't something I would wish on my worst enemy.
It is still the most difficult thing I have ever been through in my life. The past is the past, though. Nothing I can do to change it. What I can do is change the future.
Is that why you started creating your own medicine?
Yes, but I can't share it. If they find out, then they'll prosecute me for distribution of illegal drugs.
Oh, so we already know what we're making is illegal. Well, consider me intrigued. An awkward silence fills the room. You can tell this is a battle Samantha has been fighting in her head for years. The reality is that anything that cuts into the profits of modern medicine will never be promoted or allowed to exist. Okay, well, whoever's writing this game definitely has an axe to grind. Any threat will be outlawed or exterminated by the great forces of capitalism. Money over morals is a lesson learned through hard-earned experience, not just from her, but from many others like her.
Even if I cannot publish my discoveries, that doesn't stop me from being able to help people like you. I want you to have a sip of this, as long as you promise to keep this a secret between us.
Samantha walks over and picks up a strange-looking green liquid in a small bottle she has set down on a nearby table. As she presents it to you, it gives off an incredible aura. You can tell it took a lot of effort to create.
Sure thing. I trust you, Samantha. I won't tell a soul.
You begin to drink some of the medicine. It tastes very strongly of earth. You can feel many herbal ingredients smoothly flow down your throat. How do we know what earth tastes like? Your body relaxes like it never has before. You begin to feel as if you are being pulled into a dream. A dream which becomes more and more vivid with each passing moment. Whee! Writing Lamentation, welcome in. You played this game yesterday. Nice. Well, hope you had a great time with it. And good, welcome in. Ooh, sparkly. This must be some good stuff. Yeah, so Samantha's got some skills. You open your eyes and are suddenly blinded with an incredibly powerful light. It seems you are in a cave of some sort, filled with crystals illuminating it. Seeing out of the exit hole is impossible, but you can hear the rain coming down outside. Yes, yeah, we spent the first hour of the stream playing the Irene the Window demo, and it's good stuff. If you haven't tried it yourself, I give it a solid recommend. Um, yeah, the devs said it would take about 40 minutes. It took me an hour, but then again, I'm voicing the whole thing, and I just play slow in general. You're gonna play it too? Nice. You took it. It looks very. It is, and I will. It's a game that it's got some compelling story behind it, but also some um I don't want to say spoil it. I don't spoil it, but it has some useful life tools, shall we say? But I'll let you discover those for yourself. Streaming game takes longer. Yeah, and that's part of what concerns me about this festival. I got demos that devs say are like 3, 4, 5 hours long, and I'm thinking I might need to kick that up by at least like 20-25%. But it's okay. And we're here to give these games the love they deserve. That's the whole point of the festival.
Where am I? What is this place?
As you turn around, you see the body of water is even greater behind you. This place gives off a mysterious aura. It is hard to describe exactly. It has a certain I don't know what. Like a couple of games like that, Vampire Therapist. Yeah, Vampire Therapist was great and fun and useful and funny. I think I like it when it's not just because I think I tried a demo called what was it? Heavy Morning, which like Vampire Therapist, also involves like cognitive behavioral therapy techniques, but it's nowhere near as lighthearted. And I appreciate the mental health can be a very heavy subject, so it's good that they mix that in. Have a favorite character in Vampire Therapist? Joanna. I don't know if you have the DLC, but Joanna. I can listen to Joanna talk about Bach and music theory for hours. What was the name of the other game? Oh, a Heavy Morning. Hang on just a second. Work with me, thank you. Computer, don't fight me. Please don't fight. Yeah, there we go. A Heavy Morning. Yeah, I instantly fell for Joanna. I'm not gonna lie. I wasn't gonna let my boy Sam, walk off into the sunset on his own. Oh, is that your also good, good, good. Yeah, yeah. And if you haven't already tried it, definitely check that one out too. Um, I appreciate the message it has, and the way it's structured. You can't just power through, much like you can't power through, a lot of the problems they're talking about. You remember the Indians Joanna? Yeah, yeah. That's a Yeah, and like Cyrus and his people, they did such great work on the base game. Like I couldn't throw money at them for the DLC fast enough. I see. No, it feels almost as if you were being watched by a higher being of some sort.
It's really hard to tell if this is just a crazy dream or if this is really happening.
Yeah, yeah. Medi was definitely a trip, especially coming at it from the streamer angle.
Either way, I need to get out of here. This place kind of gives me the creeps.
But the shinies, princess, the shinies. After exiting the cave, you see a long path going into some mountains covered with forestry. I think the path looks a little familiar, except for the floaty bits.
What is going on? This can't be real.
I think, yes, absolutely. Because I think a lot of the games I'm looking at for the festival are not voiced, so anything that gives me a break is highly appreciated. The rain is even colder in this place than the forest you woke up before heading to Samantha's. Although that world seems like a faraway place from wherever you find yourself now. Rocks float in midair above you as if held by some supernatural magical force. With no other options, you follow the path into the mountains. You're gonna lose your voice. Yeah, yeah. I'm gonna try to nurse it along, but yeah, that's a definite possibility. On exchange, writing. Yeah, yeah. No, I cannot draw to save my soul, but no, it's writing. You enter the dark forest and attempt to take cover under a tree to stay out of the rain. The thought of being stuck here forever begins to cross your mind. Normally, you could find shelter somewhere in a rainstorm like this, but not now. This place you have woken up in is so far from your reality you don't know what to do. All of a sudden, you freeze in position without even thinking. Something is surely watching you now. You can feel it. You attempt to silence your panicked breathing and calm down. And so does the rain, apparently. Whatever's close by should leave you alone if you don't alert it. Ah! Okay, we. So I guess I assume not alerting it is off the table, so we can run or we can fight. You know what? If we go down swinging. Round one, fight. There's a, there's a sudden change. The veins in your head begin to rush as blood starts flowing rapidly into your eyeballs. Every hair on your body stands up as it feels like your skin begins to peel off. You feel heat radiating from your skin's surface like a star being born in the night sky. Nothing is the same anymore. This is only the start. Time freezes. Your body begins to float in the air. Pain, fear, anxiety, paranoia. These feelings are amplified beyond the maximum of which you thought possible. Wait. Do we want that? I'm not sure we do. However, as you realize this, your feelings are quickly replaced by something greater, something bigger than yourself. They are no longer trapped inside your head. They are being channeled throughout your entire body. You're tired of being the victim, tired of not being in control. The feeling of despair begins to change into something else, something more useful. Anger, hatred, these feelings you have long suppressed begin to resurface. The power growing within you gives you the confidence to finally fight back.
I'm not afraid of anything anymore.
That's some good shit.
Well, what are you waiting for? Come at me already!
Oh, it's another werewolf. We've been dealing with werewolves of late. Responding to your taunt, the creature begins to attack. You can tell that there are no thoughts behind those eyes. It is acting on its nature. Oh. Just like you, it is controlled by the power it wields. It is inevitable that it will attack a greater power that threatens it. The creature's hind legs shove the earth, propelling it forwards. It is as if you can see it moving in slow motion. Your perception has become inhuman. Judging by its speed, it is no match for you, merely a test to see your true capabilities. With this power, you can obliterate it without a second thought. As if by instinct, you begin to concentrate your energy. Your newfound power begins to flow through your body and into your hand. Almost as if opening a faucet connected to a massive body of water, you feel an almost unlimited supply attached to you. Whatever power you're channeling is nothing compared to the greatness of its source. Folks, you're killing me with the itses. The creature approaches, slowly but surely, violently running at you before you can release the attack. Little does it know that its fate has already been decided. You feel your veins begin to pulse, almost as if executing a pre-programmed command. It's not just the power you're channeling, but also the knowledge of how to use it.
Say goodbye, you furry fuck!
A black bullet flies out of your hand and cuts through the air at the speed of light. Probably not that fast. Even with your ability to see the events around you, as if they are happening in slow motion, you can barely keep your eyes on this attack. It surges with power and seeks to destroy anything in its path. Oh, that's awkward. The attack instantly tore through it like a speeding bullet going through a paper target. The creature is frozen in place, unable to move a muscle. You can see the look of terror stuck on its face as it realized this was the final moment it would be alive. Just as quickly as the battle started, it was over. Taking a life with no remorse. This is not something you thought you would do. Something else seems to be influencing you. You aren't fully in control. Murder is all you can think about. The pain is overwhelming. You feel a new part of you deep inside awakening. A part that should never have been born. Many voices in your head hurl commands at you with one thing in common: destruction. Use your overwhelming power. Use it to destroy the wrong things in the world. However, the voices begin to get quieter and quieter. The silence finally allows you to think again. Just as quickly as the creature was killed, it vanishes from this world. So many unexplainable things happening at such a rapid rate. Your negative thoughts begin to rush back into your brain, going back home where they belong. Wait, who says they belong there? As you look down, you can see you are slowly transforming back into your original form. You are right back where you started, in a forest, in the rain. All alone, just as you have always been, with a feeling of dread and solitude overwhelming you. The darkness inside of you begins to vanish and is replaced by sorrow as your power fades away.
I can't do this anymore. I give up.
I can't do what anymore?
Guess I'll be stuck in a goddamn forest for the rest of my life. In whatever fucked up world I've somehow ended up in.
Oh, and we're back to numb. Suddenly, you feel a mysterious energy surround you. Everything begins to fade away once again. Are we getting un-isekai'd, or are we getting re-isekai'd? It seems your prayers have been answered. Although you have not returned to your home, but have been transported to an even more unexplainable place than you were before. You stand inside a massive castle. Judging from the silence, it seems devoid of any people. However, everything is far too clean for it to be abandoned, so where is everybody?
You are incredibly powerful, I must say.
Yes. Ah! You feel a ghost-like oh my folks. You feel a ghost-like presence as they step out in front of you after watching you from behind. Usually you're really good at detecting people around you, but they completely took you by surprise. Something about them seems completely inhuman. You can't put a finger on what makes you feel this way. It's more of a gut feeling. Okay, there. That is the correct it's.
Just curious, what type of magic was that?
I'm gonna say purple.
Magic? Is that what I was doing?
You don't know about magic? That must have been your awakening then.
Oh, they're your favorite. Okay. Yeah, we don't have a lot to choose from so far, but we'll see. I mean, I was gonna say they kind of have like the goth Lolita setup, but there's more white, and they got the little cross around the neck with the choker. So the aesthetic has definitely been established. They begin to look flustered and fall silent for a moment. You can tell they are processing a lot of different thoughts, deciding on the best course of action.
Firstly, my name is Kusanohime. I'm the goddess of vegetation and am responsible for governing all life on Earth.
I thought that was Persephone. Well, okay, Kusanohime.
Secondly, you have a lot to catch up on. I'm going to guide you to my sacred library to do so.
Damn, girl, you live like this? Kusanohime walked through the hallway behind you into a large corridor. They walk in a hurry, although you don't see any reason you have to be in one. You're just happy you aren't getting attacked or rained on. At this point, you'll take what you can get. You aren't going to ask any questions. I feel like that might be a mistake. Kusunohime walks over to the desk on the right side of the room. They grab a book from inside one of his drawers, and then walks over to you.
Looks like your spiritual energy is low. You do not have much time left to remain in this world. Before you return to where you came from, I want you to absorb the knowledge of this book I wrote.
How long is that going to take?
It will teach you the basics, and we can go from there.
Kusunohime uses some sort of magic, and the book begins to emit a strange light. As you look into it, your vision fades away. You begin to have a flood of knowledge enter your brain. Alright. Lore dump chat, here we go. When a world was first created, so is a place called the Spirit Realm. Although it exists in a separate dimension, it is connected to the life on its original planet. The gods and the spirits of that world reside in the Spirit Realm, and they govern all aspects of it. The Spirit Realm for Earth used to be vibrant and full of life. That was, until the Void arrived. The Void arrived to Earth's Spirit Realm around 2 years ago, shrouding it in darkness. With its arrival, it brought an army of evil spirits with it, which waged war with the divine. Okay, I don't want to dunk on the folks at Wacol Studios, but a copy editing pass, please. One by one, the gods of this world were captured and fed to the void, being farmed for their spiritual energy. The only god who survived was Kusunohime, who went into hiding and assumed the role of all of the gods in their absence. The Void is an evil spirit that has the power to travel to different spirit realms and consume that world's spiritual energy. Once it consumes enough energy in that planet's spirit realm, it then transports itself into the real world. This requires an incredible amount of energy and takes many years to do so, but once it happens, all life is instantly consumed. Once it sucks a planet dry, it moves on to the next in an endless cycle. Oh, so it's Galactus. The Void here on Earth is nearing completion, meaning that unless it is defeated, it will destroy all life on Earth. Earth, in approximately 6 weeks. No planet that has ever been infected with the Void has survived or been able to destroy it.
As you can see, things are not looking good at all. But not all hope is lost.
Yes, the protagonist is here.
I've been hiding in this underground secret base to analyze the Void and may have found a weak point. If I can train you to use your power to its fullest capabilities, then it should be possible to take it out.
Wait, are you telling me I have 6 weeks to save the world and find a romantic partner? Man, this is gonna be tough.
Why me? You seem like a pretty capable magic user yourself.
The truth is, I can't use any combat magic. My specialty is in other areas. I don't think it makes me any less of a magician. I'm not insecure about it at all.
Kusunohime looks very nervous for some reason. Probably best not to push the issue.
You are the only one left who can fight it. All the other spirits and gods who have tried have been consumed by the Void.
I see. So I should return here to train whenever I get the chance.
Give yourself time to recover. Being in this place as a human takes a toll on your body. If you want to maximize your training, come back once a week. At least in terms of time on your planet.
Do we have a job? I don't think it's said. How we have to do something to afford the pills, I assume. As Kusanohime says this, I know, apparently we're on a first name basis with her now. She's no longer Kusanohime. You notice parts of your body are starting to fade away.
Oh, looks like your time here is up. Return in 1 week's time and we will begin our training.
Your vision fades away as you begin to drift between this place and another. Do I want to save? Well, usually when the game gives you that option, it's probably good to say yes. Boop. Wait. You're telling me there's mass transit in Virginia? I don't know about that. As you awaken, your body feels like you ran a marathon in your sleep. Your head is pounding, and your body is very slow to respond. The clock on the wall above you shows it is 8 in the morning. You must have slept here all night. You remember your incredibly strange dream. Or was it a dream? Well, it had to be, right? The couch you've woken on is incredibly comfortable, which makes it hard to get up and get going. Yeah, it sure is nice to wake up somewhere that isn't the ground. The pillows make it feel like you are floating in midair. You can't stay here forever, though. Your destiny awaits you. Objects at rest tend to stay at rest. The only way to change that is an outside force. You push yourself up and get your day started. You wander into the living room, still foggy in the head from a very rough night. The lines between dreams and reality. Line between dreams and reality are barely real at this point. It feels like you're floating around and watching yourself from a third-person perspective.
Good morning, little Miss Sunshine.
Samantha walked up behind you without your notice, causing you to jump back in surprise. Ah! Your sleepy thoughts got in the way of your senses.
Oh, sorry about that. Didn't mean to startle you. I was just checking up on you is all.
It's okay. I have just been really jumpy lately. It's not your fault.
Looks like the remedy had a very strong effect on you. Your side effects are a lot worse than mine were.
Oh, did you not get magic powers because of when you took your own remedy there?
Side effects? What are the side effects?
Well, the normal ones are minor muscle fatigue and drowsiness, but instead it knocked you out cold.
I had the strangest dream ever. Must have been the medicine at work then.
Hopefully, since the side effects were stronger, the medicine will be stronger as well. You will still have cravings, but they will go away as long as you take a dose once a week and stay off the pills.
You nod in agreement to stay off the pills, but something still seems wrong. It feels like you're forgetting something important.
Oh shit! Today is my first day at work! I totally forgot! I gotta go. My shift starts in an hour, but if I run, I should be able to make it.
Oh no! Hurry up and get out of here then. Come back sometime next week for another dose.
Wait, wasn't town like another 2 or 3 hour walk away when we got here? Man, we must run fast. You give her a thumbs up. Okay, fine. You give her a thumbs up and then rush out of the house. Samantha waves goodbye out of her front window. She remains very friendly towards you, even with your very odd behavior. It seems she really does understand the pain you're going through, at least to some extent. You make a mental note to come back to her house next week. Virginia. And was that Taba's coffee? Taboo's coffee? Taboo's coffee? You're able to quickly run through the outskirts of town and into the city. Although your body is in immense pain, you push through to make it on time to the coffee shop. You were in shock you even got hired in the first place, given your horrific resume and lack of any good references. Okay, well, there's my answer. We were unemployed. Now we're employed for the moment. We'll see how long that lasts. The pay is good enough to pay your apartment's rent, and you even make tips on top of that. Damn. If it wasn't for this job, you were most likely going to get evicted soon. Oh, so Taba's coffee was not where we were. You make it to the coffee shop, appropriately named Coffee, with minutes to spare. Okay, that's just bad SEO. I mean, I don't want to give notes on air, but I'm giving notes on that. The shade from the tall buildings nearby provides some much-needed cooling. The summer heat is in full effect this time of year. Looking in the window, you see your reflection and are horrified. It looks like you were hit by a truck and fell in a puddle of mud. You take a moment to fix your appearance up as best you can before walking in. Well, I guess if a coffee shop has decor like this, they must be doing well. You get yourself into an old-timey cash register. As you enter the shop, the strong smell of fresh coffee fills your nostrils. Well, I'd hope so. The coffee shop is full of many different kinds of people, young and old, wealthy and poor. This environment is much different than when you were here for a job interview during after hours. You see an employee walk up to you from behind the cash register. He approaches you with a friendly yet serious expression. You can tell he is very professional and good at his job, although from the looks of him, he seems to have a more fun side as well. Damn, that's quite the perception check. He's also pretty nice to look at. Maybe that's why you're thinking about him so much.
Excuse me, miss. I just wanted to let you know that this is a safe space.
You look around for a moment and notice a number of homeless people with small cups of coffee. It seems like this place acts as a sort of safe haven for people who have fallen upon hard times. He must think you're coming here because you are one of them. And honestly, can we blame him? Well, he isn't entirely wrong.
Sorry, I'm not homeless or anything. I'm actually a new employee. Today is my first day. I had a really rough night and had to run here to make it on time. But I am here and ready to work.
I apologize. It's just that, well, never mind actually. My name is Xavier. I actually was assigned to help you with your training today.
Xavier, not Xavier?
Nice to meet you. You can call me Princess.
You can tell this catches him off guard for a moment. It's clear that he's trying not to laugh in order to appear professional. It's also clear he is not doing a very good job of it. He begins to walk towards you with a newfound perception.
Princess? Really? How did you end up with a name like that?
Well, I'm of royal birth, obviously.
Let's just say it's a nickname that was earned, not given. Ever since I was a kid, people have told me I'm really high maintenance, so they started calling me Princess. I'm not really a big fan of my birth name anyway, so it was bound to stick. Don't worry, I will be a low-maintenance employee and save my princess-like behavior for outside of work.
Oh, I wasn't worried. You can be as much of a princess as you want as long as you do your job well. That reminds me, you should meet with Cassandra in the staff room. I'll show you where it is.
As you walk into the staff room, you immediately see a woman named Cassandra sitting at a table, half asleep. How do we know she's only half asleep? It seems like you aren't the only sleep-deprived person in this coffee shop. She is completely unaware of your entrance, but she also kind of looks at peace that way.
She has a bad habit of dozing off whenever she is on break in here. Don't hold it against her. And don't try to talk to her before her alarm goes off. Just trust me on that one.
Xavier has a fearful look on his face and makes no attempt to bother his manager during her break. Seems like he probably has experience trying to get her to wake up forcibly in the past. Judging from how he's acting right now, it is safe to assume it did not go well.
Alrighty, time for me to get moving.
That is one of the expressions of all time. The girl suddenly jolts awake after a few seconds of her alarm going off. Her energy is unmatched. No wonder she's the manager of this place. You're conflicted. On one hand, it is rather responsible of her to set an alarm before dozing off. On the other, it seems unprofessional to sleep at work, especially as the manager. Hey, managers need naps too. Although her first impression wasn't the greatest, she is defying my preconception of who is. Yeah, it's been all second person up till now. Now it's first. God, I'm being I'm being insufferable right now. I'm an editor in my day job. This is what I do. I can't turn that brain off.
You must be the new employee. My name is Cassandra. Nice to meet you.
Cassandra jumped up out of her sleepiness and brightened up immediately, showing off her infectious smile. She has a certain aura of positivity that seems to touch the hearts of those around her, including you. People like this usually annoy you, but since she is your boss, you choose to let it slide and keep an open mind. At least for now. It also helps that she is undeniably beautiful.
Yes, she told me people usually call her Princess, which she prefers.
Aw, that's so cute! Welcome to the coffee shop, Princess. I'm the manager here, so I'll be showing you the ropes today. Xavier, could you back out and cover the front? I will take it from here.
Xavier hurries back to the busy coffee shop after giving you and Cassandra a reassuring smile. As he leaves, Cassandra approaches you with a confident look on her face.
We are a bit understaffed, and the shop is busy, so a lot of your training will be learning while doing. Is that okay?
That works for me, I guess.
Great! I'll teach you the basics of the cash register. That's where you'll start.
What happened to that dude who interviewed me? I think his name was Doug or something like that.
Oh, him? Yeah, we had to fire him last week after we caught him stealing money from the cash register. Your first lesson of training is to not be like Doug.
Done and done.
I will teach you some more lessons on the cash register. Follow me.
Cassandra gives you a brief tutorial on how to work the register and the system of the coffee shop. It seems simple enough. First, you take the customer's order, then write it on a slip which gets hung behind the counter. Then you punch in the total into the register and take the customer's payment as Xavier or Cassandra make the drink.
All right. Are you ready, Miss Princess?
So, take order, write slip, then take money.
Yeah, I've worked the register at some of my past jobs. I feel pretty confident.
Be careful though. Some of our customers can be very difficult and will get very angry if you mess up their order.
That's okay. Difficult customers aren't anything new to me either.
Perfect. I'll have you start with this customer. Don't be afraid to call me or Xavier over if you have any questions.
A difficult-looking customer approach. What does a difficult-looking customer look like?
Welcome to coffee. Can I get a name for the order?
Oh, the name's Martha. Not that you would care. You got anything good here? I don't usually trust any coffee outside my usual. Oh, we're in the Bronx. Okay, sorry. Sorry, we're gonna switch up the accent in midstream. You got anything good here? I don't usually trust any coffee outside my usual shops in the Bronx.
Well, you can take a look at the menu. I am here if you have any questions.
Martha looks very irritated as she glances over the menu momentarily. I don't like any of this I don't like any of this liberal bullcrap. Just give me a coffee New York style. 5 shots of espresso, hold the milk, and then give me some cream and whip on the side. With some espresso beans that are also on the side. Actually, could I have your whole milk? And actually, if I said like a whole lot, let me do just 4. Also, I decided I want the milk on the side as well. Actually, no milk, please. It only makes my stomach hurt. Alright, time to write down the order. I could not give a shit. I know she said milk on this side. What kind of milk? How many espresso shots?
All right, I will have that coffee ready for you shortly.
You begin to help out the other customers in line as Xavier creates the complicated order for Martha. After Xavier finishes the order, they give it to you and call out the order number. Martha, okay, well, we got it wrong, and frankly, I couldn't give a shit. Martha asks for the manager, and you direct them to Cassandra. They begin to scream at her for a solid 10 minutes straight as she smiles and apologizes repeatedly. You pretend not to notice and continue assisting other customers. We have another difficult-looking customer.
Welcome to coffee. Can I get a name for the order?
Greg. I need something strong today. I just got done with a 17-hour unpaid shift with my blue-collar brothers in arms. Sounds like Greg needs a union.
Well, you can take a look at the menu. I am here if you have any questions.
Greg begins to grip his belt and squint at the menu with a confused look on his face. What in the goddamn hell is an Americano? I swear this country's going to hell with all this European bullshit. Let's get a dark roast with some hazelnut creamer and 3 packs of sugar on the side. God, if I wanted to be a barista, I'd sign up at a, well, not Starbucks, but somewhere. Shit. Alright, you want me to take notes? I'll take some damn notes. Dark roast. Hazelnut creamer. 3 sugar. On the side. Actually, order creamer that has nut and it sounds kind of gay. Let me just do half and half instead. You know what? Screw it. Ain't nothing wrong with being a little fruitcake as long as you voted for Bush. Bush? God, what year is this? Let me get hazelnut, this time making an extra dark roast with an extra pack of sugar on the side. Okay. So, hazelnut, extra dark roast, and an extra. Okay, so that's 4 packs of sugar on the side. What kind of coffee creamer? We did go with hazelnut. We pivoted away from half and half, as long as you voted for Bush, presumably Jeb. What kind of coffee? Extra dark. How many sugar packets? 4.
Thank you for your business. I'll get to making that coffee right away.
Okay, so we help out. Cassandra makes Greg's order. They give you call out the order number. Oh, well done. You actually got my order right. Greg hands you a $5 bill and walks off with a smile on their face. Oh, Greg's a they, is he? You pocket it while Xavier and Cassandra aren't looking and continue assisting other customers. Oh, so this is truck money. All right. And we have another difficult-looking customer.
Welcome to coffee. Can I get a name for the order?
My name is Holly. I'm in a big hurry to get to a meeting, so can we please make this quick? Terry texted me his coffee order and asked me to pick it up. Let me see what he said. Holly pulls out her cell phone from a holster in her hip and flips it open. What year is this? Cell phone holsters? My God. She begins to push buttons extremely slowly until she finally reaches the screen she wants. Then she opens her purse and begins rummaging around for her reading glasses. After a few minutes, she finally finds them and begins to read out the order. Okay, so Terry said he wants a chocolate lavender macchiato with 3 extra shots of espresso. Hang on, scratch out Greg's order. Chocolate lavender, that sounds absolutely disgusting. Macchiato. 3 extra espresso. You sure you don't want those on the side? Oh, he actually texted me to also include the fact that he wants a caramel drizzle on the left side on the cup. Caramel drizzle, left side. Oh, sorry, I just checked again and said that actually he doesn't want it on the left side of the cup or the top. So he wants it on the right. Okay. So chocolate lavender macchiato with 3 extra shots of espresso. What side is the caramel drizzle on? Well, okay, so he doesn't want it on the left or the top. Wait, he doesn't want it on the left or the top. So it's either right and bottom or right. Yeah, okay, this bit's unclear, but you know what? Wait, wait. Okay, I'm clearly overthinking this. Okay, so the drizzle's not on the left, not on the top, but it's on the cup. But why would you put a drizzle on the bottom? You know what? I'm going right.
Thank you for your business. I'll get to making that coffee right.
You know what? If they wanted the caramel drizzle on the bottom as well, whatever. The guy can come in and deal with it himself. Well, fuck you. Today felt like one of the longest shifts you have ever worked. The customers kept coming at all hours of the day. Before you know it, the shop was closing for the day. You help Cassandra and Xavier with closing duties as the evening sun beams in through the windows. Eventually, they tell you to go home and congratulate you on an awesome first day. And okay, we're in Virginia, but this is a very very Japanese looking setup. I say this because when I lived in Japan, I lived somewhere that looked a lot like this. Anyway, you use the last of your strength to walk home after a long day of work. Usually you wouldn't stop and stare at your apartment building, but after so many near-death experiences, you weren't sure you'd ever see it again. Yeah, we still don't have our purse, or our phone, or presumably our keys. After everything you've been through in the last 24 hours, to say you are exhausted is an understatement. Nothing sounds better than being able to wash up and relax in the comfort of your own home. You walk inside and are greeted with the same boring, bare-bones interior decoration as always. Again, how did we get in? Maybe when you fix your financial situation, you'll finally get around to decorating this place. However, a part of you enjoys the simplicity of its current state. It's okay. This is correct. This is not. It's like a blank canvas with so many exciting possibilities. Well, no use thinking about it now. Time to wash up and get some much-needed sleep. After showering and putting on your pajamas, the sun has set completely. Oh look, backup purse. The darkness of the night feels comfortable now that you're able to rest easy in a familiar place. You climb into bed and get ready for another day of work tomorrow. Yay, we're manageably numb. Okay, it's 2004. Thank you. Okay, that makes suddenly things make so much more sense.
All right, I should get going. I need to head to work soon.
You climb out of bed and are greeted by the bright morning sun shining through your window. The new ray brings you a new sense of renewed optimism about life. Now that you finally have hope for sobriety, it feels almost like a new it almost feels like a new person? You almost feel like a new person? You head over to coffee for another shift. The Jefferson City downtown is busy with adults heading to work and children heading to school. Everyone is headed somewhere where they don't really want to be, but that's just how life is. If you feel the negative thoughts get you down, you just rot in bed all day every day. Sometimes it's worth it to push yourself out of your comfort zone. You return to a place you left only a short while ago. Yeah, that's how work works. The morning sun shines in the tinted windows and reflect. Okay, the morning sun shines on the tinted windows, no apostrophe, and reflects the city. Who knows how many customers you'll have today, although it isn't too busy outside. As you walk inside, you see only 2 customers. Looks as if business is much slower than it was at this time yesterday. You look around, then you notice someone familiar. Xavier is cleaning some tables in the corner of the shop where nobody is sitting. You can tell he's working hard because of how intense his focus on the task is. His dedication is admirable. It seems like he genuinely enjoys the task of cleaning. That says a lot about the person, that they are dedicated, loyal, and trustworthy. At least in your opinion. Okay, yes, using the Oxford comma. Thank you, game. Points for that. You debate whether or not to talk to him. It seems like he is really in the zone right now. We're just going to let our man vibe. You choose to just let him relax and do what he loves. Because if he loves cleaning tables, Xavier doesn't have a whole lot going on. Looking at it from a distance has its own charm to it. You can see his muscles bulge through his flannel as he forcefully cleans the countertops. A bit of sweat drips down his brow, but that doesn't seem to stop him. He is focused on the task at hand. After staring for a little bit, you decide to head to Cassandra. She'll think you're late to work if you keep her waiting too long. Well, you wouldn't want that. As you approach the staff room entrance, behind the bar you spot Cassandra walking out of it. She heads towards you, looking friendly as always.
Hey, Princess. You got here right on time. As you can see, we're a little slow today. Tuesdays and Thursdays are always like this, but that makes it the perfect time to clean. I pulled up a list of tasks on the laptop in the staff room. Go pick one and get started on it.
A part of you naturally wants to talk back at people who give you orders, but you refrain from doing so. Good, Princess, good. For one, this job actually seems pretty chill. Nothing you've been asked to do seems unreasonable, other than those drink orders. Also, something about Cassandra makes you actually enjoy getting bossed around by her. So, some explicit scenes with her in a powerful position over you run through your brain, but you ignore those thoughts before you get too worked up. Okay, deep clean the windows, deep clean the dishes, wipe down the windows. Now she wrote down me and Xavier's numbers if you need. Okay, so clean dishes or wipe down the windows. There's a note with 2 phone numbers attached to the side of the computer. Well, these must be Cassandra and Xavier's phone numbers. You take it and put it inside your bra for safekeeping. Oh, right. Women's clothing, no pockets. Okay. I'm not gonna question. I'm just saying that there's that purse sitting in our room. I feel like I could do just as good of a job.
All right. What tasks should I do today?
I am the Viper. I have come to wipe the windows. You walk outside and begin wiping down the windows. The summer morning weather feels nice on your skin. You slowly clean while people watching everyone heading to work. There we go. This is very relaxing. You're glad you picked this over washing dishes. Wow, all 5%. After cleaning all morning, you look around for Cassandra to ask what else you could do to help. You notice only one customer in the shop. It's even slower than it was this morning. The only employees in the shop seem to be you and Cassandra, who is standing behind the counter. She notices you looking for her and walks over to talk to you.
Thanks for cleaning today. You were a big help. You can leave now. This place isn't going to get any busier, so I can handle it alone for the rest of the day. Oh, by the way, did you write down me and Xavier's phone numbers on the staff computer?
Yes, I got them. I don't have a cell phone right now, but I can call from my landline at home if I need anything.
A landline? This really is 2004.
Sounds good. Don't be afraid to give us a ring if you want to hang out. We are a tight-knit family here at Coffee.
Okay. Be very suspicious of any workplace that calls itself a family and you're not actually related to anyone by blood.
We have another busy day tomorrow, though, so be here and ready to go by 7.
Don't worry, Cassandra. I won't disappoint you.
You give Cassandra a confident-looking grin and a thumbs up, which seems to amuse her. And we do seem to be in the habit of giving thumbs up. Her eyes sparkle as she lets out a laugh at your corny response. She seems to really enjoy talking to you, but it's hard to tell if she treats everyone this way or if she's being extra nice to you in particular. As you walk home, you observe the hustle and bustle of the city. Everyone seems to be heading out to grab lunch and then return to their desk job. It is a really weird feeling to be already done with work at this point of the day. Suddenly, you realize something. Why are you heading home? The more you think about it, sitting in your apartment alone really doesn't seem all that appealing. All you're going to do is think about taking pills and eat the little amount of food in your fridge. Maybe better to do something fun around town. See, the problem is, doing fun things tends to cost money. And we only have $5. You try to think of a fun activity you can do that doesn't cost money. So we can go to the park, or we can walk around the city. Wacol Park. After walking to the park, you are entranced with the sounds of nature. Taking a seat at a bench, you decide to take it all in for a moment. The birds chat in the trees as kids play around in the grass fields. You feel the wind blowing your hair side to side as it switches directions. As you people watch, you see someone wave in your direction. You awkwardly turn around to see if they could be looking at someone else behind you, but nobody is nearby. They begin to approach you, and as they do, you begin to recognize them from your past.
Princess! Wow, I never thought I would run into you here of all places. Do you still go by that name? I remember you getting mad when I called you your real name once.
Yeah, I still prefer not to be called that. Princess is just fine.
I say as though we actually know who this is.
I'm sorry to ask this, but what was your name again?
Oh, that's no problem. It's Jane. I wouldn't have expected you to remember that. We hardly knew each other back then.
Her name begins to uncover some forgotten memories stored in the back of your head. You remember her from your high school. She was a grade above you and was in the marching band and science club. Oh, so she was super duper popular then. Needless to say, she wasn't exactly Miss Popular, however. You remember her being well liked by your peers. Okay, rude.
Well, I actually just graduated from Virginia University. I got a job here as a junior environmental scientist. I've only lived here for a month, but I've enjoyed it so far. What about you? I had no idea where you went after you dropped out. There were a lot of rumors.
Yeah, I figured. Well, here I am. I wouldn't say I'm thriving by any means, but I'm surviving.
Well, I can't imagine how hard it must have been to live on your own at only 16. You are very brave.
Even though you only spoke a couple times before this, Jane seems to genuinely care about your well-being. This is hard for you to process. It's crazy to think about how different your lives turned out. She could have just as easily have written you off, pretended she didn't know who you were, but she went out of her way to speak with you. The other shocking thing is the way her appearance has changed. She was always cute. However, you notice two important things that have developed significantly in the past 5 years. Okay, they're very subtle, game.
I'm sorry, I'm actually on the job right now, so I can't chat for much longer. Could you write your number down for me? I'll try and call you so we can find a day to get properly reacquainted.
Yeah, it's gonna be a little awkward.
Sure, I don't have a cell phone right now, but I can give you my landline.
Jane pulls out a small journal and writes her number down. You notice how it's organized with tabs and color-coded. It suits her personality. Her handwriting is very elegant and legible. It looks more like the writing of an author than a scientist.
Thanks, Princess. I hope we can hang out soon.
Life sure is strange sometimes. You sit and enjoy the park for a while longer until heading back to your apartment. Okay, we're 10% more manageably numb. I have to wonder, if we fully shake our numbness, is that good or bad? Because presumably that's when like the aches and pains are going to kick in. After getting home, after catching up with Jane, and relax for a while in your living room, or maybe like you relax for a while. Okay. Use the leftovers from your fridge and ponder what you should do this evening. There's still a good amount of time until you usually go to bed, and you still have a fair amount of energy.
I should give someone a call and see if they want to hang out.
You consider your options. Not that there's that many. Many friends have come and gone throughout your years in the city. You exchanged numbers with Jane today, but also you don't want to call them this soon and seem desperate. Oh, come on. Is that desperate? Is it? Your best bet is to call either Xavier or Cassandra. They said they'll be down to hang sometime. I wanna hang with the nerd girl. Also, we don't even know who this is, but you know, that probably who we would have met had we walked around town. All right, well, we'll hang with Cassandra. After thinking it over, you decide to give Cassandra a call. Wait. Was that a rotary phone noise? Okay. Are we sure it's 2004? You remember her number from the note on the coffee shop's laptop. It somehow stuck around in your memory. Perhaps for a reason? No, it stuck around in our bra.
Hey, Cassandra, this is Princess. So remember when you said I could call you to hang out?
Yeah, of course I do. I'm so glad you finally did. I'm actually headed to the West Side Bowling Alley. Do you want to meet me there?
Yeah, sure. That's actually pretty close to where I live.
That works great then. I'll be there in around 20.
Yay, bowling! It's been a while since you've gone bowling, but you remember being better than you expected. The bowling alley is only a 10-minute walk from here, so you have some time to relax. It would be better for her to get there first. You don't have enough money to pay for a whole lane yourself. So just get there and then hang out in front. After relaxing for a bit and getting ready, you head out to the West Side Bowling Alley. You walk through some side streets to take the shortest route to the bowling alley. It hurts your soul to see some nice neighborhoods with happy families living lives of luxury. A luxury you likely would never be able to afford. Perhaps you are being too... Now let's think about the future. There's still time to turn your life around. Okay, come on. Come on. That's Fatima if ever I saw it. Yeah, this is a Shoten guy. Anyway, hey Oliver. Sorry. How you doing? Good to see you. Hope you and Boom are well. Yes. One of those famous Virginia Shoten guys, anyway. After a short walk, you arrive in the historic district. A lot of the nightlife activities that existed in Jefferson City happened here. Not that there are all that many. It's one of the few areas that has bars, clubs, and some late-night food places, like the Family Mart. Oh, and a bowling alley, although this is the first time you've ever visited it. It's Astro Bowl. Oh, I hope they have that laser light bowling. After walking inside, you rent some shoes and then spot Cassandra already at one of the lanes. It seems like she's a little anxious just waiting around for someone all by herself. Understandable enough, there are some scarier looking dudes around here. After you rent shoes, she sees you and waves from a distance as you walk toward her. He's fab, you're exhausted? Oh, that's, well, I hope it's at least the useful kind of exhausted. Good here, Booms. Well, yeah, doing all right. Just getting going on this festival here, and polishing off the final details for the use all my holiday leave before my boss gets too mad at me.
Hey, Princess! I'm so glad you could come. Are you ready to bowl?
Yeah, of course. It's been a while since I've done this, though, so don't judge me if I suck.
I could give you some pointers if you want. I really love bowling, and have been doing it my whole life. We should get started. We only have this lane for an hour, and I want to try to get 2 games in.
Best way to spend time hanging out, playing games. Yeah. Well, and I was fortunate enough to be invited to be part of this festival. So, because well, the plan is, I should say, the plan is for nightly streams because we do have a fair number of games to get through. Now, whether my voice holds out, we'll see. You take a seat, and Cassandra takes her turn first. She takes out her own bowling ball with a custom design from a bag she brought. As she approaches the lane, she has a fiery look in her eyes. Her windup is massive, and she catapults herself towards the pins, stopping right before the line. Hey, okay-ish, welcome in. Lurking while you're getting some stuff done? No worries, appreciate the lurk. You didn't get to all good, Oliver. I do appreciate that. Try hot water and honey. Could do. I do have honey in the house. Hey, Cyru, welcome in. How's things? Hope you're kind of, what is it Tuesday? It is Tuesday. Hope your Tuesday is going well so far. Oh yeah, the pins were absolutely obliterated with the words strike. Oh, as the word strike appear on the TV screen with a goofy animation. You have never seen anyone throw a bowling ball with such force. She is truly a gifted bowler.
All right, your turn, Princess.
You stand up and pick a random bowling ball that fits your hand well enough. After getting into position, you can try and think of what your strategy will be. You have a bowling strategy? Pick up hot water as you were stirring a teaspoon of honey. I think I have that in within my capabilities. Throw as hard as you can or focus on accuracy. Let's focus on accuracy. You know better than to try to match Cassandra's speed, so you focus on throwing it straight. Surprisingly, you're able to knock over all the pins, except for one. You focus hard on it, and are able to knock it over on your second attempt. That is what is known as a spare. There we go. Another goofy animation pops up on the TV with the word spare, word singular.
Great job! Getting a spare on the first frame after not playing for a long time is really impressive.
Even though she had completely outclassed you, she was still very impressed by your skills. You don't get the sense she is joking. It seems she is genuinely rooting for you. She could have easily scoffed at your inferior skills, but instead, she is super kind and encouraging.
All right, guess it's my turn again. Wish me luck.
Luck.
Go get him, Tiger.
You're back, Oliver? Yeah. I just think that I can definitely do that. I have honey, I have water, I think I can do that without messing it up too badly. You continue to bowl for the next hour and have a lot of fun together. The whole bowling alley begins to watch as Cassandra bowls strike after strike. Everyone is left in awe. It put a lot of pressure on you, but you were still able to put up a respectable 140 points. Cassandra ended up scoring an astonishing 275 points, almost twice what you got.
Aw, man. Looks like we don't have time for another game.
Why is she blushing?
That's fine, actually. To be honest, that was one of my best scores ever. I think we should celebrate instead.
As long as you're paying.
I'm gonna go get some beers from the bar. Do you want some? I'll pay, of course.
Oh. Is that gonna have a bad reaction with our medicine? Okay, we can say, no, I have work tomorrow, or sounds good. I mean, Cassandra's our boss. She knows we have work tomorrow. If she's offering, it's obviously okay. Cassandra flashes an approving smile at you, then heads toward the bar.
Cheers to another day being alive.
You laugh at Cassandra's random one-liner, which shows you the state you're in. It's been a while since you drank a lot, and this is your third beer in less than an hour. Man, I hope, yeah. Yeah, those leftovers we had are going to do a lot of work here. The bar decided to give Cassandra her first drinks for free, and she decided that was a sign to kick her celebration up a notch. Since it was a weekday and hardly anyone was left in the bowling alley this late at night, you kept sitting at your lane.
I'm so glad you could come bowling with me, Princess. I haven't been in so long because I hate going alone. Back when I was in college, I had a group I used to go with. But once I dropped out, we all kind of went our separate ways.
Separate?
That sucks. I know a thing or two about losing friends myself. Sometimes people are only meant to be in your life for a short time. At least that's the mentality I have.
That's true. It's just so hard to make friends as an adult. And it's even harder to maintain those friendships. Let's treasure our friendship while it lasts, okay? I want to make the most of it.
Cassandra raises her glass and then takes a massive gulp of beer, nearly finishing it in one go. Her drinking skills are almost as impressive as her bowling skills. You try your best to keep up. You and Cassandra continue drinking in the bowling alley late into the night. Time flies as you have so much fun, eventually you stumble back home to your apartment. Waking up for work tomorrow is going to be a struggle, but it was worth it. Cassandra seems like a kind and genuine friend. This isn't something that comes around often, especially for you. Okay, you know what? Fair. We earned that bump in numbness, but it was with our boss's approval. What are we gonna do? Say no? You wake up bright and early at 6 a.m. No need to dilly-dally, you decide to get ready and head to work. I thought you said getting up was going to be a struggle. You enjoy walking through the city in the early morning. The usual busy streets only have a few early morning commuters. The shops are opening for business and preparing for the rush of people grabbing something on the way to work. It's like the calm before the storm. As you approach the door to coffee, you notice it hasn't even opened yet. You did get here a bit early, but you did not expect to be the first one. Just as you think that, you hear someone walking towards you from the alleyway. Yeah, exactly, Oliver. But if someone's gonna, waking up after a night of robust drinking, uh, dilly dallying is something that is very much on their mind.
Good morning, Princess.
Good morning.
Hope you weren't waiting out here too long. I was just taking care of some stuff in the back.
Cassandra sleepily moves toward the metal door cover, pulling out a set of keys to unlock it. It seems she's not nearly as energetic when it's early in the morning. That is perfectly understandable, especially if she had to be here even earlier than you. You enter the shop and are surprised to see everything set up already. Cassandra must work hard to be able to do all the opening tasks by yourself.
We're going to start getting a lot of customers soon, so you should get on the register. I still have some other things to take care of.
Even compared to Cassandra, yeah, I mean, if we're, I guess I'm assuming we drank a similar amount to her. Cassandra heads to the staff room as you head over to the cash register to prepare for the wave of customers. Just as you do that, you hear the entrance door open. Okay, here we go. We're doing the coffee mini game again. Let's see how badly we can screw up these people's orders.
Welcome to coffee. Can I get a name for the order?
Me Brad. Me like coffee. Brad takes one of the to-go menus and looks at it with a blank expression on his face. You notice his eyes are bloodshot red, and he also has a syringe stuck in his arm, dangling around like a dog wagging its tail. It's... Brad hungry. Brad's so hungry. Brad puts the menu in his mouth and begins to chew on it. Brad want crunch crunch, black, crunch crunch, roast. Okay. Brad want big coffee in small cup. See, if I didn't know I need to go through a training session at Starbucks to be able to play this game. Coffee big. Brad big. Brad want biscuit. Slurp, slurp. What's he slurping? He's got a menu in his hand. Or in his mouth, excuse me. Brad stops chewing on the menu. This must be a sign the order is complete. Okay, so black roast, big coffee in a small cup. And biscuit. Okay, so big coffee in a small cup. So, small cup. What kind of coffee? Okay, it didn't say dark extra, it said black. I assume black is extra dark? What's on the side? Biscuit.
Thank you for your business. I'll get to making that.
Okay, see, it said black roast, not dark. So, if Brad has a problem, he can take it up with the people who wrote the game. Oh, fuck off.
Welcome to coffee. Can I...
Yeah, is there something darker than black? What the fuck? Hello, my name is Harrison, but I prefer to be called my spiritual name of Dr. Yeah, I'm not saying that. I shall take a look at your wares. Harrison takes out a strange-looking monocle and begins to survey the menu through it. Preposterous! This menu has no class, no style, nothing. I refuse to stoop so low as to choose one of these horrendous options. Instead, I shall have you, my humble servant and slave of my command, choose a small drink for me. It must be dairy-free, gluten-free, vegan, and have no GMO products or any unnatural ingredients. How about just have a fucking black coffee then? Hang on. So no dairy, no gluten, vegan, no GMO or unnatural. Make sure to pick a drink with class as well. I don't want to be mistaken for a commoner. Okay, chat, confession time. I don't know the first fucking thing about coffee. I don't drink it. I don't particularly like the smell. I had no idea I would need to have existing knowledge so I can get my drug money in this game. And yes, they call it drug money. Okay, you want something fancy? Cortado, I guess? Okay, so he wants vegan, so nothing from cows or goats, it'd be almond milk. And what is the size? The size? The fuck? Well, I mean, he seems like the dainty sort of lad. I'll give him a small one then.
Thank you for your business. I'll get to making that coffee right away.
There you go. Harrison hands you a $5 bill and walks up with a smile on his face. You pocket it while Xavier and Cassandra are looking and continue assisting other customers. There, see? See? Drug money. Literal drug money.
Welcome to coffee. Can I get a name for the order?
A gaudy lady with a very annoying small dog in her oversized purse walks up to the counter of the order. You would point out that the sign that says no pets allowed, but she looks highly problematic, so it would probably only cause more issues. Hey, Garley, I'm Pamela, and this is my little girl, sweetheart. She's super well behaved, so don't worry about her. Let me look and see what you got here. The dog barking is trying to drive you absolutely insane, but you keep your customer service smile going. You also wonder why every problematic customer introduces themselves to you. Does that mean they're all regulars? It means that they're coming back, you have to see them again. Oh no. Okay, I'll get a tall iced coffee with half and half and 4 pumps of vanilla syrup. Yeah, it's gonna change. Tall iced coffee, half, 4 pumps vanilla syrup. Oh, well, that doesn't start me, my bad. I don't know what tall is with normal drink size, but you can figure that out. Okay, so, god dang it, what's a tall coffee? Oh, and also, I want a little cream on the side for my pop. Cream on the side. Okay, iced coffee. We got that. How many pumps of vanilla? 4. What is the size? Oh my god. Okay. What's a tall? Is it like large or extra large? Well, what? And there's something like venti or grande. I don't. I hate needing outside knowledge to do well in a game. Fuck it, large.
Thank you for your bit.
Fuck you. Oh my god. Okay, if this is my only way of getting money, I've got issues with putting it all on needing to be, conversant in the language of coffee. Anyway, it's over. Evening again. We're completely exhausted. We say bye. We go home. Oh, we still have a bit of energy. Well, not really, but you'll be dead if you go an entire day without doing anything for yourself. This forces you to will the energy into existence. Catch up on reading or do your skincare routine. Okay, I'm gonna out myself. Yeah, just read.
I should do some reading. I'm curious what happens next in this book anyway.
You begin to read a novel while curling up into bed. It's super comfortable, which also makes it really hard to concentrate on the book. Eventually, you drift off to sleep with the book in hand. Alright, not bad. Oh, we slept until 8 a.m. Luckily, your shift doesn't start as early today. Nice to be able to make up. Okay. You walk quickly. Right, the shot. Hard to tell. Okay, it's not. The people inside. See, you're looking at dying in boredom. As you're walking, you see little Xavier and an old man slowly sipping his coffee in the corner. You look around, only to notice he's the only customer in the shop right now. When Xavier at the registry, you try to go to the staff lounge and see if there are any tasks that need to be done. Well, don't wake the boss. Consider taking an early break because how little there is to do right now. You can tell she's sleep deprived or just a very sleepy person in general. It can be both. Even though her eyes are open, you can tell her mind is elsewhere, especially because she hasn't noticed you at all. Mop the floor, check inventory.
Alright, what tasks should I do today?
Okay, so yeah, last time it was a task that reduced our numbness. So we could mop or we could check the inventory. I don't know which one is more numbing. Probably counting stuff. You pick up the checklist from the supply closet and begin doing inventory on the supplies behind the coffee bar. Even though it seemed like an easy task, it could be much tougher than you realized. You have to count so many things: cups, espresso, coffee beans. We have to count each individual coffee bean? Wow. The amount of supplies needed to run a coffee shop is truly astounding. You're able to finish the inventory eventually, but you developed a headache in the process. Oh no. We're more numb? Okay, now for lunch break. You guys had leftover pastries, which were close to expiring, and went on a walk around the block. There we go, good. Recycling. Good habit to get into, help you digest your food and get out of the coffee shop for a little bit. Yep, back to your post.
Hey, Princess. Cassandra told me that you can leave now. I'm going to leave soon myself, but I still have a few things to take care of.
Okay, bye.
Well then, guess I should head home. See you tomorrow.
Looking forward to it. Have a good rest of your day.
Okay. Yeah, so the description of the demo said it would take like 60 to 90 minutes, but we're almost 2 hours in. But then again, I'm reading everything aloud as opposed to just playing by myself, so that might help explain that. You begin to walk towards your apartment. Why? You begin to have second thoughts, much like the last time you got out of work early. I already visited the apartment. I should take a walk around the city. Okay, yeah, so now we're going to visit the other potential love interest. Now seems like as good a time as any. After walking around town, you wander into an upscale convenience store. You usually like to grab a snack and sit at the table and people watch through the large windows. Today you just kind of wandered here on a whim. You already ate some leftover pastries at the coffee shop. It's been a while since you've been here, though. And the only reason you came here before was because it was close to your previous job. As you walk up down the aisles looking at new items, you notice something. A man is looking at you through the corner of his eye. Through? Out? Once he sees you notice this, he begins to approach.
What's a fine lady like you doing here all by yourself?
Punch him in the dick and run.
First of all, that has got to be one of the worst pickup lines I have ever heard. Second of all, I'm shopping for groceries. Is that really so strange to do alone?
Okay, you got me. That was a super lame line. I just couldn't think of anything better to say.
Well, then think harder next time.
The name's Felix. Let's just start this conversation over again and pretend I wasn't being a creep.
No promises. Your harsh words didn't seem to faze him in the least. F-A-Z-E. You can't help but be impressed. Oh, I can help it, all right. Most men throw up the white flag and retreat immediately when you extend your claws. Metaphorically, of course. However, he's different, which means either he's a complete bonehead or his confidence is just on another level. Probably some mix of both.
Okay, I guess I'll give you one redo. Try asking a more normal question this time.
Okay, what is your name? How long have you been in the city?
That's 2 questions.
People call me Princess. I ran away from home when I was 16 and moved here. So I guess I've been here for 5 years now? Time started flying as soon as I left my hometown. Probably just because I've been focused on making it to tomorrow.
Oh, wow. I actually had a pretty similar experience. My folks kicked me out at 17. I worked a bunch of odd jobs until I got my current gig as a bartender. I haven't talked to him ever since. Is it the same way with you?
My dad tries to get in touch with me every now and then, but it's never for anything good. I was never really close with my family anyway.
Well, this is a banger of a conversation. You and Felix stand in silence, reflecting upon your pasts. Although your initial judgment of him was that he was just another creepy dude, it seems there's a lot more to him. He is very handsome and confident, but on the inside he's probably hurting just as bad as you are. I don't know, how numb is he?
Sorry if I made it weird again. I have a habit of doing that if you couldn't tell. If you give me your number, I can give you a call to hang out sometime. Third time's the charm, they say. I just need one more chance, and I promise to be as normal as possible.
No.
Well, I don't usually do this, but you seem innocent enough. Fine. I'll write my number down. Don't text me though. It's a landline. I don't have a cell phone right now.
Felix writes his number down on a receipt and gives it to you. He then hands you his cell phone so you can create a contact for yourself. You aren't sure if you fully trust him yet, though. Well, this is a demo, and we're never going to see Felix again, so I'm going to put in my real number. You decide not to put a fake number in. Your instincts tell you he's a good guy, he just needs to be horrible at first impressions.
Thanks! I promise you won't regret this.
Overjoyed, he flashes you a smile and then prances out of the store like a schoolgirl. You can't help but be flattered at how happy he was to get your phone number. Only time will tell what his intentions with you are, but he seems much different than the usual creeps who hit on you. It wouldn't be fair if you didn't give him at least a chance. No, fuck that. Fuck that. You give a chance to whoever you want. Fair has nothing to do with it. After walking around a bit longer, people watching, you decide to head back to your apartment. I'm so curious what the like, do we want the yeah, it seems like we want the meter to go down, but what happens when the numbness goes away? Anyway, after getting home and catching up with Felix and okay, it should be you relax for a while in your living room. You have some frozen fruit and ponder what you should do this evening. You think about visiting one of your friends.
I should give someone a call and see if they want to hang out.
Okay, we already hung out with Cassandra. Apparently it's too soon to hang out with Creeper Guy. Let's hang out with the nerd girl. After thinking it over, you decide to give Jane a call. I swear that sounds like a rotary phone. It's been long enough since getting a number. You begin dialing it up. It's somehow stuck around in your memory, perhaps for a reason. No, we wrote it down.
Hey Jane, this is Princess. Would tonight be good for us to get properly reacquainted?
For sure. I just got back from work, so I'm relaxing at home. If you're down for it, I know a really cool nature spot where we can watch the sunset.
That sounds super cute. I would love to do that.
Okay, awesome. Meet me at the national park near the south side of town. Hurry before the sunset.
Is it? Well, yeah, see, the thing is, like, the game is set in 2004, Oliver. So, I mean, like, landlines, sure, cell phone holsters, sure, but rotary phones, like, those would have been old in the 80s. Well, luckily, you already live near the south side of town, so it's not too far a walk from here. If you leave now, you'll get there in around 10 minutes. You just have to be best to head over right now to get there before she does. But hey, you don't have anything better to do, so you might as well get going. You follow the side streets in your neighborhood in the opposite direction as usual. The path usually takes you into downtown, but today you're walking the other way. Getting out of town is a lot shorter of a walk than your usual route. It sucks having a longer commute, but it is well worth it for the lower rent.
Oh, hey, Princess! You made it just in time.
Judging from her bored expression before seeing you, it's safe to assume Jane has been here for a while. Perhaps she was already here when you called her.
You got here really early, didn't you, Jane?
Wait, how did you know that? Well, you are right on that one.
Nothing wrong with that. I was just wondering how you got here so fast after work.
Well, I don't really like being home alone. So, usually, I change after work and go on long walks until the sun sets.
Okay, if we're going to pursue a romance, I'm inclined toward Jane, but we'll poke.
Did you have a rough home life growing up? That's kind of typical behavior for someone who did. I would know.
You are reading me so easily. It's kind of freaking me out. I wouldn't say my home life was all bad. At least, it wasn't always. To be honest with you, I don't really feel comfortable talking about this right now. I picked out a cool spot for us to sit and watch the sunset. Follow me.
Jane took you on a surprisingly long walk through the national park. You realize it had been a while since you've exercised, so it was much more of a challenge for you than it should have been. After walking for a while, you and Jane sit down under a tree with a perfect view of the setting sun. Around 5 or 10 minutes pass by, and you both admire its beauty.
Sitting out here with you makes me feel like a kid again. Enjoying the last bit of playtime before my mom calls me in for supper.
I'm glad you feel that way. Did you play outside a lot when you were little?
Well, yeah. It's not like I had anything better to do in Thomasville. You would know, wouldn't you?
Yes, that's true, I suppose. Although the nature around there was really extraordinary. I think growing up in Thomasville was a big reason why I chose to pursue environmental science.
You smile at Jane fondly to show your support. It seems that small town life had an impact on both of you. Although you aren't as passionate about nature as Jane, you can still understand its influence on her. Maybe the two of you are more similar than you initially expected.
Even though we don't really know each other well, watching the sunset with you is making me really happy. Thank you so much for coming here to hang out with me.
It's no problem, really. I'm enjoying myself too.
Jane seems to wear her heart on her sleeve and is very appreciative of you. It's hard for you to respond to unexpectedly kind words. It's just not something you're used to. You feel your response could have been more affectionate, but it was adequate nonetheless. The sparkling looking happiness in her eyes tells you it was enough to satisfy
I
her.
just want to enjoy this moment together as long as I can. Do you mind if I scoot a little closer?
Come on. Do I mind? You and Jane sat close together and watched the sunset. Just before the night fell, she guided you back down the trail to the city. She had the kind of happiness that you thought only a child could have. You couldn't help but let her pure heart fill you with joy. Oh, there we go. This is the end of the demo. You're playing, and please continue supporting Princess of World's End. We at Wacol Studios have poured our heart and soul into this project, so it's a lot for you to play it. So really, thank you so much. Wish, listen, share with anyone you think would be interested. Okay. I was just about to say, I wonder how much longer we have to go. But it turns out we were right there. Okay. So that was Princess of World's End. Okay, putting to one side my my quibbles about the copy editing, which again, it's a personal thing. I am persnickety. It is my job. So, but it is, the story is going some interesting places. I do appreciate that. Well, they did give you a variety of who I assume are romantic partners, and I know they're trying to work in some fairly heavy topics with like the drug use and the addiction stories, both for our character and Samantha, and it sounds like there might be more on the way. So I know there's a theme going throughout the game. But yeah, so that's Princess of World's End. Just to reiterate, so the demo is on Steam if you want to check it out. According to the Steam page, the full game is set to come out on March 28th. So you got some time to run the rule over it for yourself and see if it's your cup of tea. But Twitch fans, hang on just a second there. I'm gonna throw on some highlights and we'll move on to our next demo. YouTube friends, thank you for being here. We'll see you next time, and bye for now.